I finally took the great pilgrimage of our people and went to Adepticon, and I'm going to tell you about the one problem there. Hello and welcome to a very special Blastercaded painting. I got to go to Adepticon. It's a big deal for me. I wasn't going to be able to go, and then last minute I was able to go. I had to get up at 4:30 in the morning and drive 5 hours. Luckily, my very amazing father, who drove for a living, decided he wanted to drive there. So that was great. And yeah, I finally got to go. Finally. You can see here we're crossing over the border into Illinois, and here is Chicago, which was amazing to see because I'd never been there. And finally, we ended up at the Schaumburg Convention Center, and here is Adepticon. And you walk in, and there's the giant Space Marine, of course, Terminator, I think it is. And the amount of games being played is unreal. The amount of people there and the art, like here's the Golden Demon cabinets, is just, it's insane. The amount of art and the level of commitment that our hobby has all in one room. Pretty much everybody that's a big name in miniature painting, miniature collecting, miniature games playing, were there. Games Workshop was there. Atomic Mass Games was there. Blacksite Studios was there. And all the stuff was amazing. But Blacksite Studios' booth was awesome. Their tables were so cool. I didn't get any video of it, but there was a table of like a wintry, like Japanese feudal Japan for their samurai game. I got a picture of it here. It was awesome. Like it was amazing. The worthy painting competition for Atomic Mass Games, and the new stuff that they had there on display, the new Star Wars Shatterpoint stuff. Some of the new Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, and then the entries for the Marvel Crisis Protocol painting contest were just, it's mind-blowing how much work and detail and effort people have done, and you get to see it all. And God, it was just, it was crazy. The people doing tutorials and showing off their products, the amount of just the people playing in tournaments here, like it was an overwhelming experience that I can't really put into words properly, and I've been trying to write down the experience and I just can't. It's like, our hobby is pretty niche, miniatures games and miniature painting. And there's so much that you just don't know exists. And so much of it is here at this convention. Demo games for games you've never heard of. Demo games for games you have heard of. Tournaments. Lines of paints you've never heard of. And there are people that are buying this stuff that they've heard of it and you haven't. And you're just like, oh, I guess you don't realize how vast our hobby is until you see something like this. There are content creators that you know, just walking the floor. Content creators that you really enjoy or just there to talk to. I want to say a huge thank you to any of you guys that came up and said hello to me and talked to me. That was it was really cool to meet some of you and to get to talk with you and share even just that tiny little moment of Adepticon with you. Really meant a lot to me, so thank you for that. The problem with Adepticon And I'm going to get probably some flack because it's a clickbait title. I don't really do clickbait titles, but I do today. So the problem with Adepticon is there is no way it is possible to experience it all. There's no way. So Adepticon runs from Wednesday to Sunday. And even if I was there that whole time, you still can't experience it because you can't get into every painting class. You can't play in every tournament. You can't play in every pickup game. You can't meet all the people that you want to meet. There's so much that it's overwhelming. I filmed, obviously, took my camera, took my gear, filmed stuff. I forgot for the first hour of being there that I even had a camera. I it's like sensory overload. Walking through the aisles, seeing people, seeing the amount of games being played. Like, if somehow you could take all the sound out of that room and just boil it down to dice being rolled, that was the thing that got me, as I started to think how many dice were being rolled at that exact moment. Thousands and thousands of dice all being rolled at the same time in one building. I don't know, that just seemed to make my brain go crazy for a second. I got to go on Saturday the 23rd, and I really only got to spend 4 or 5 hours there. And in that 4 or 5 hours, which felt like 25 minutes tops, it was something. I'm going again next year, and I'm going to go for longer next year. But there's no way you can experience every little bit of it. I think you could walk through that vendor's hall for the whole time you're there. If you were there Wednesday to Sunday, I think you could walk through that vendor's hall the whole time and you would not see everything. There's no possible way you get to see it all. The other problem is paralysis. There's so much that you want to get, and there was so much that I wanted to buy that I ended up buying very little because I just couldn't take it all in and handle it all. I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. I did get, this was just a free widget from Blackside Studios that I grabbed on my way out. It was cool. I got some stickers from AMG. I went and introduced myself to Dallas Kemp, who was like the nicest guy, and Simone Elliott, who was super nice. They were great. One of the booths did have some MCP stuff marked down 50%, so I got the Winter Guard, which I wouldn't have really bought unless it was marked down 50%, and I got to fill out my Black Order, Super Giant, and Black Swan. Half off is amazing. Even for my conversion from US to Canada, half off is really good. The one thing I was able to pick up that I've had a hard time finding in Canada for a decent price and for decent shipping was Rumble Slam. And I've wanted to get this for a while. And obviously, if you buy Rumble Slam, you have to buy their ring. So I bought the ring and the core set. It is Fantasy Wrestling by TT Combat. I'm really excited to get this open. Yeah, this is fun. But the thing I honestly got at Adepticon that's most important, and it's going to sound really cheesy, is the experience of getting to go. If you guys were there, please leave a comment. Let me know. To any of you that came up and said hello, please leave a comment. So great meeting you. Did you go? Are you going to go next year? Let me know. Let's talk about it for sure. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the stuff that I asked you to, all the YouTube stuff. You guys have a great day.